All right, we are back with reptiles and roulette, or roulette and reptiles, or whatever the fuck I was calling it. I had to take a break. I got a bunch of shit hatching out and all this other stuff, and I also was developing a really bad dopamine fucking addiction. So I had to fucking shut this down and figure out how to kind of kill the dopamine. And what was doing it was that fucking noise, betting, that noise, that winning noise, all of that was creating this massive amount of fucking dopamine hits. And I was having like dopamine crashes, and then I still get angry. I still do angry betting, but other than that, that's that's pretty much my only flaw at this. But so you turn the audio off, and then what is that Pavlov's law with the dogs, the bells, fucking and all that. It was like that, only gambling and dopamine. Which I'm sure the dogs got a hit of dopamine when they heard that fucking bell, anyways. But all right, so this is the 30-day $3,000 challenge. Just win $100 a day. I'm not using really any of the dumb fucking systems you find on the internet because they don't work very well. The only systems I'm going to be using is my Sweet 16 system, which is 9 through 13, 17, 20, 25 through 31. After, if I see those numbers not hitting, I will bet them. And then the like 18 opposite numbers, if those numbers are hitting a lot, I'll bet them. And then there is the repeater system, which works really well on these animated roulette wheels, because a lot of the same numbers tend to hit over and over again, like 24, 24. We'll play some dimes here. We'll see how long it takes for any of those 7 numbers. Well, it's only 6 numbers because 24 hit twice to hit again. We'll see if we can get a good representation of that. Then you just add to it. So then you just keep picking the numbers that hit. So now you add 13. That was 2 spins. Add 3. If it's not in a repeater pattern, sometimes it's not. This is a very bad system. But if it's in a repeater pattern, it's a very good system. So like sometimes you'll have 7 numbers up here, and there's only actually like 3 numbers. They just keep hitting over and over. 26. Now we're at 11, so you double it. After 10 numbers, you double it. 14 just hit again. So that was a $2 profit. Keep in mind I was betting with dimes, but we'll see. We'll do another round here. 0. Once this gets up to like 16 numbers, you triple it. 21. Next one I'll triple it. There's 24. So I'm back to even. We'll take one more crack at it. 12. There's your profit margin. So that's actually why that that system works well. The other system I'll do is basically roulette's supposed to hit statistically. You know, every number is supposed to hit once every 37 spins. The dozens and columns are supposed to hit roughly every 3rd spin, little less than that because of the 0. Every other for the even odd, 1 to 18, 19 to 36, red and black. So basically, I bet on statistical anomalies. So if I see a bunch of red hitting, that's when I'll go for black. I see a bunch of even hitting, that's when I'll go for odd. I see a dozen or 2 dozens hitting a bunch of times, I'll bet the opposite. I'm actually just trying to wait for quote-unquote statistical anomaly to bet against it, or to bet the opposite. And that seems to work the best. It's yeah. I mean, I don't play live because it's guaranteed the ball has to hit where it has to hit because of physics and everything. So I find that these systems are essentially more random, and the randomness allows me to have better chances of winning when you start to see a run in like a certain pattern of reds, blacks, whatever. So all right, let's kick this off. So we're gonna get a couple rolls here. 3. So I need to get that off. The third one hasn't hit much, so we'll see if we can get a win there. Nope. You can bet the same unit 3 times, and if you hit by the 3rd time, you're back to even. I don't really recommend martingaling much. Now I'm back to even. I'll just let this bet here. I'll bump it up to 10. Oh, there's a fucking 8. That's awesome. Try 10 there. This will take me back to even if I hit. Alright, there's getting to be a lot of reds. So I will throw some shit on some reds. Hopefully it hits reds, but not those 3. There's 18. We'll try one more. Nope, lost it. So now we're up 10. We'll first try to use this $10 bet to increase there. So we'll put a 5 here. And still there's not many reds hitting. We'll throw a 5 on there. 12, so at least I'm still even. This music is horrible. I need to find better background music. Alright, so we got... I'm going to kind of start this back over because there's not really much in the way of anomalies going on. Well, there's repeater patterns. With those hits, I'll get a couple new numbers and I'll start following them. So there's 2. 23. Come on, you fuck. 19. Okay. I'll start with these guys. We'll see if we can get any repeaters. 12, 8, 2, 23, 19. There's 18. We'll just keep that going. 29, add that. 15. My profit margin is going to start shrinking here dramatically. 36. Damn, nothing's hitting. Let's double that. Now we're down 30 bucks. Up, 12 just hit. We're up 40. We'll try to take another win. 18. Okay, now I only need $10 to hit my $100 goal for the day. All right, let's hit red. I don't want to lose any money. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll just take this back down. That's $12. Okay, that's a safer bet. 28 a hit. Okay, there's my $100. 114. So we're gonna quit there. Day one of the month long fucking, holy shit, how long was I playing? Yeah, I was on here like 10 minutes, so that's not bad. Like $100 in 10 minutes. So the goal is to go 30 days to $100, or I don't know, however many days are in this month. Maybe there's 31, I don't know. I never learned that song, so I have no idea. But yeah, so try to hit 1,000 or 3,000 by the end of the month at just $100 a day, and then after that I'll have I'll set this up to 2,000, my starting limit, and try to hit 200 a day the next month, and then after that I'm just going to quit my job. So, but that's it for that. So let me bring this up. So for reptile stuff, I'm really excited with the shit I got hatching out. I'm going to start putting out some videos of just, like, everything's just got to fucking shed and eat, and I really don't like fucking with babies before they eat, you know, taking pictures and all that. It stresses them out, and you know, I got a lot of people interested in a lot of shit, so I just hope, you know, I hope they're just okay with being a little more patient and let me get that shit feeding, and going from there. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for this season because everything I did this year was based around polygenic traits enhancing either the specific look, back pattern, or side pattern, or if it was enhancing morphs. So, with the exception of the Sola clutch, which was just to try to make Solas. And I'm down to 4 fucking eggs, which is disgusting and irritating. But yeah, every other clutch was based around trying to manipulate color and pattern in a very specific way, and so far it's really working out well. The only bad shit I had, the only bad clutch was I did a fill marble to a pure ternate, and there was some other Jamp and Calatoa blood in there, and for some reason the clutch was shit. It was a weak clutch, and the babies like were junk, but their pattern was amazing. I was like, these are gonna be nicer than all the marbles I've made in the past, and they fucking smoked. They fucking smoked my marbles I've made so far, which have probably been the best in the world. But yeah, they were pieces of shit, and they were the ones that, like, the ones that didn't have like a missing eye or something. Well, they died in the egg, and then the other stuff, it just was weak. So I don't know if I had it in a bad section of the fucking incubator, or you know, it's hard to say. But even the normals they weren't the nicest normals I've ever produced, but they were up there with some of the nicest normals I've ever produced. You know, we're including like crazy aberrant pattern ternates and stuff. Like, they were on that level. So I'm going to redo that breeding. Hopefully it's not a piece of shit the next time I do that breeding. Maybe I'll take a ternate marble to a female fill this season, or this coming season. I don't know. Maybe I'll switch it up, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I was really, really happy with how that shit looked, and it just sucked because those marbles were fucking off the charts. I do have, hopefully, some platinum and platy tiger 75% ternates coming. The sun tiger and tiger Philippine clutch is hatching now. The Slayers, the fucking Halmaharas, they're almost all shut out, so I gotta get them feeding. I should have a clutch of pure ternates, and then I do have a very small clutch of some Indo stuff with some Bali blood. I don't know if they'll be. I mean, it was like a really little clutch. So I don't know if I'll really have much for sale from that. I might have a little bit of anthrax stuff. I was just a breeding I did because I needed something from it. So we'll see. We'll see what I got. We'll see what I got there. But yeah, what else? I got turn 8, 75% turn 8 Jags coming. I'm really interested to see if changing the head structure with all that turn 8 blood does anything to help correct some of the wobble, because I have made some turn 8 Jags that some were wobbly pieces of shit, and you know, some have no wobble. So this is basically like my last attempt at Jag breeding. I just want to see to what extent it's a correctable issue, and after this breeding, I really like Jag too, and it sucks because Jag is such an interesting gene, like how dominant it is in creating the pattern, a new pattern structure, forcing other genes to work within those parameters is really interesting, and it's creating really nice stuff with, you know, the marble Jags, Phantom marble Jags, Anthrax Jags, like all that shit looks amazing. But I really don't like wobbly snakes. So, you know, if I'm going to have a Jag, it can't have any wobble. And I do have Jags with no wobble, but, you know, I put down, you know, I call all the shit that has a wobble. And if I can, you know, if this clutch has, you know, a higher ratio of non-wobbly Jags to wobbly Jags, then I'm moving in the right direction. But if it's 50-50 or if it's only a couple animals, I just don't want to do it. So, yeah. So we'll see. That clutch should be hatching out pretty soon. What the fuck else is coming? I have another clutch and I forget what it is. I'll have to look. So, yeah, there's still some more shit coming. And I'll be back working on the website, back working on the blogs, back on the videos. And, yeah, you know, if you can control your gambling, your addiction, and your dopamine, I really do recommend Roulette. It's probably the safest form of gambling, because you can't lie to yourself and tell you that you're using skill, because you're not. You're playing odds. It's strictly odds. And you know, when you see certain patterns, like the repeater pattern that, you know, allowed me to win this, or if you see, I can waste a couple dimes here. I don't want to waste much money though. We'll get a couple spins. You got 12 just repeated again. So if I would have done another one, that would have taken me up to 150, I believe. Would have been. No, it would have been more than that. Just a hair more than that. 18 just hit again. Now I'm at basically 200. I didn't have 17. That was a new number. But look, you got this column hitting twice. See if it hits a third time. Hits a third time. So now throw a bet on these two. And you can also do something like that, because this will help catch some stuff. Oh, look at that. This game is so brutal. 14. Look at that. Look at that brutality. Just like there's like a handful of numbers that could hit. And they're just fucking all hitting. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, like normally I would throw $25 here and here at this point, because I mean it's hit so many times and it's right here. I could actually put 25 here, 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 and here, and probably do pretty well. Oh, look, 22 repeated again. So I would have been out $100 there. Let's see here. 28, see, then finally hit. But yeah, because I would have been bumped up to probably 50, and then that would have been a good win. Yeah, it'd have been like a $200 win or something. All right, there. I got back to even 1440 is where I was. So yeah, that's it for today, and I'm gonna try to keep this rolling every day this month and see what happens. And I'm really only doing this, well, one, because I want to quit my job, and two, everyone says you can't be a professional roulette player. Or like you can't do it. It's impossible. It's just too random. So the goal is to be a professional roulette player because the internet said it's impossible. So that's it for the day.